Good evening, everyone. On October 7th, Israel suffered the most brutal massacre since the Holocaust. Entire families were turned to ash. Parents were murdered in front of their children, and children in front of their parents. Women were raped and gang-raped. Hamas committed acts of sheer evil on a scale that is difficult to comprehend. By looking at this exhibition, one can just begin to internalize the horror that our peaceful communities suffered. Hamas's goal is Israel's utter annihilation. And on October 7th, they attempted to massacre every person they could lay their hands on. And they have vowed to continue the genocide of Israelis until Israel is annihilated. Friends, Israel did not want this war. We did not start this war. And no country wants this war to end more than Israel. It is our children, our soldiers making the ultimate sacrifice in Gaza. But we have no choice other than to continue fighting because this is a war for our future. Friends, Israel expresses sorrow, deep sorrow over the tragic deaths of World Central Kitchen employees yesterday in Gaza. We never target civilians deliberately, let alone aid workers carrying out crucial work. This incident is being thoroughly investigated. But we all must remember, for Israel, every loss of life is a tragedy. Yet for Hamas, every civilian death is a strategy. Hamas exploits civilian death so that the world will pressure Israel and prevent us from exercising our right to self-defense. Hamas, and only Hamas, is responsible for every casualty, and if the world doesn't hold Hamas accountable, it gives terrorists immunity and will incentivize terrorists to use civilians as human shields. Yet, sadly, here at the United Nations, the organization founded to prevent atrocities, every effort is being made to distort the facts and the truth. The UN, sadly, is actively attempting to cause mass amnesia, to make the world forget the heinous crimes that Hamas committed. 179 days have passed since the massacre, and still no UN body has even condemned Hamas, not even once. All this organization is focused on is pressuring Israel into a ceasefire that will ensure Hamas's control in Gaza. But beyond attempting to distort reality, today there are some at the UN that wish to reward the perpetrators of these horrors. They seek to avoid any dialogue or negotiations by advancing a one-sided resolution granting the Palestinians a statehood. Let me be clear. The Palestinian Authority is an entity that pays and supports terrorists. It has no control over the territory it claims to govern, such as Gaza, and it does not meet the required criteria for statehood. Supporting a unilateral Palestinian terror state will only ensure more bloodshed and many more October 7th atrocities. Friends, just as Holocaust denial is on the rise while survivors still walk among us, we are now seeing massacre denial. October 7th massacre denial, while the wounds of October 7th are still open. Just like in the aftermath of the Holocaust, it is our duty, all of us here, to do everything possible so that the world remembers the atrocities and knows the truth. And this is the crucial importance of this exhibition. This exhibition is a beacon of truth in a sea of lies. It is a stark reminder of what truly happened on October 7th and why Israel must continue fighting until Hamas is obliterated and the hostages are back home. Every person who enters the UN can now bear witness to Hamas's brutality and recognize the need to eradicate this evil. The world, dear friends, must comprehend the past in order to strive toward a better future. A future where terrorists are held accountable and victims are not ignored. Friends, Israel, God willing, will eliminate Hamas. We will bring our hostages home, and above all, even if it takes time, truth and morality will prevail. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.